Hi, welcome to another episode of Beyond Just Fine. So, today I thought we would talk about how we look after ourselves. Now, that might seem like a strange topic. Of course, we look after ourselves, but sometimes there's little things that we do or don't do that we don't even realize are having an impact. Now, perhaps the most important relationship we have is the relationship that we have with ourselves. So, it's understanding that our needs matter just as much as anyone else's. The thing is, we've probably learned very easily how to take care of other people. I'm sure that if someone that you loved came up to you and said, I'm tired, we would encourage them to go and take a rest. Or they might say that they're hungry. We'd encourage them to go and have something to eat. Maybe they're upset. We console them. Maybe they've made a mistake. We're compassionate with them. But how many times do we show ourselves that same love and that same care? Because it's so easy to do that for other people, because we haven't always learned how to do that for ourselves. Now, self-care isn't what we always think it is, which is having a spa day, taking a break, having a holiday, something that we treat ourselves to. It can sometimes feel that we have to earn to rest, but self-care is something that we do every day, consistently, building that self-trust that we can rely on ourselves to look after ourselves. And that self-trust then gives us confidence. It gives us that message that we can rely on ourselves. We matter too. So how we show up daily, those small things are the things that are important. So it could be making sure that we get enough rest, going to bed at a reasonable time, rather than staying up watching TV or doom scrolling, as many of us often do. It might be making sure that we are getting enough food, nutritious food, eating at the right times. It's so easy, perhaps when we're working really hard, to say, oh, it's lunchtime, I just want to get this finished and then I'll have something to eat. And then before we know it, it's quite late in the afternoon. Oh, I'll just grab something later. Or we just eat while we're working. It's also important to be able to take breaks, to make sure that we get enough rest, rather than keep pushing ourselves until we reach that inevitable burnout. It's just trying to make sure that how we are treating ourselves is with that same love, kindness, and respect that we so easily give to other people. Now, I do understand that life can sometimes get in the way, and sometimes it's not as easy as just saying, okay, I'll take a break, I'll have lunch, I'll go to bed, whatever it might be. But it's just trying to have that awareness of when we can do those things, is just encourage ourselves to take that care of ourselves and to do it. And sometimes it can just be having that pause, taking that pause, just stopping for that moment when we're feeling overwhelmed, we're feeling stressed, we're feeling anxious. It's just having that moment to stop, deep breath in, tune into our body. What is it saying? Because more often than not, when we can come out of our mind and tune into our body, it's actually screaming out to us as to what it needs right there, right then. That might be having a drink of water, stopping to have something to eat, having a rest, going for a walk, just having a little bit of self-care. So it's just thinking about the choices that we make, and it's not judging ourselves and thinking, oh, I did this and I should have done that, or I've done that and I should have done this. No, we don't want to beat ourselves up over things. We just want to make sure that the choices that we're making from now on are the right choices for us. So when we get those moments when our body's saying to ourselves, I'm tired, I want to go to bed, are we sitting there doom scrolling? Maybe we just need to put our phone somewhere where it's out of our reach and actually go to sleep. When our body is saying, I'm hungry, I want some food, is maybe stopping and thinking, okay, even if I stop for 10 minutes just to have some lunch, I can carry on with this task afterwards. Maybe it's just about being kinder to ourselves when we make mistakes, because making mistakes is part of being human. And instead of beating ourselves up and thinking, oh, I should have done better, it's just thinking, okay, what can I learn from this? So it's just about thinking about the choices that we can make on a daily basis. Those choices that if someone else were to come up to us with those same situations, we would give them that kindness, that love and respect. And it's just about remembering to give ourselves the same too. Because every time we can show ourselves that care, we can show ourselves that self-trust, it's building that confidence, it's building that message in ourselves that we can be somebody that we can rely on and our needs matter just as much as anyone else's. We're still human at the end of the day, and we matter just as much as everyone else. As always, be kind to yourself and don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you next time.